This is Sudhir, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Civil Engineering at Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Dundigal, Hyderabad. Today, in this session, I am going to discuss a very few problems on the basic properties of the fluids. So let us continue with those problems. So here, before solving of all these problems, it is suggested clearly to remember all the basic units in various types of the systems which has been already discussed earlier. So let us see one by one all those problems and all. Now here, let us see it has been said that a reservoir of oil has a mass of 825 kilograms and it has a volume of 0.917 meter cube. Now it is required to calculate the mass density, specific weight, specific gravity of the given liquid, that is an oil. So here, in order to calculate this the unknown parameters, we need to remember various quantities or various formulas, like the mass density is required, which is defined as the ratio of mass by volume. So here, as the it has been given directly to you, the mass, that is 825 kilogram per meter cube, and also the volume of the reservoir has been given, that is 0.917 meter cube has been given. So directly we can substitute, and therefore we can get the value of 900 kilogram per meter cube as a mass density of the oil. Next, weight density. Weight density, as already we know that it is also called as the ratio of weight over volume, but here the weight has not been given. Now you need to remember the relation between the mass and as well as the weight. Since the mass has been given, we are going to remember the basic formula: W is equal to mg. That is, weight is equal to mass into acceleration due to gravity. So already the mass is known. Just to substitute the value of the mass here. That is, already we know that 825 into G, that is 9.81, and over the volume it has been given. Or simply it can be replaced as like rho G. What is meant by rho here again? That is the mass density. Means already we know from the formula mass density is mass by volume. But here already we had seen that weight can be represented as W is equal to m into G. So m by v can be taken as mass density. So therefore mass density is already known for us. So directly we are going to take this value, and therefore we are going to substitute here. That is multiplied again the acceleration due to gravity, which is an universal constant, 9.81 times, that is the times the mass density. So therefore we are going to get the weight density of the oil. Next, specific gravity of the oil. So it is also called as a relative density. So here the specific gravity of the oil, as we had discussed, is that we are going to take the densities of the two substances. What is the density of the two substances? Either the mass density or the weight density. So the mass density is mass density of what? The given substance, that is the given liquid, that is the oil, and mass density of the standard liquid, that is pure distilled water at 4 degrees centigrade. So here the given substance or the given liquid is oil. So the mass density of the oil over the mass density of the pure distilled water at 4 degrees centigrade. So here from the above values we know the mass density of the oil, and as well as here the pure mass density of the pure distilled water at 4 degrees centigrade is an universal value, which is taken as 1000 kilogram per meter cube, and therefore we are going to get a numerical value of 0.9, which does not have any units. Since we are going to take the ratio of two different types of the densities, so therefore we are not going to get any of the densities. So here in such a way the values are going to be estimated with the known values. Now the next problem, that is, water has a surface tension of 0.4 Newton per meter. Means the surface tension value has been given in a 3 mm diameter of vertical tube. The diameter of the tube has been given. If the liquid rises 6 mm above the liquid outside the tube, calculate the wetting angle. So here you need to remember the formula for the equation that is derived with respect to the capillary rise or fall, that is taken as H is equal to 4 sigma cos theta by rho GD, where sigma is the surface tension and the theta is the angle between the angle between the vertical that is under meniscus and as well as the horizontal surface. Next, rho is the mass density, G is acceleration due to gravity, and D is the diameter of the tube, and H is taken as either capillary rise or capillary fall. So now in this question, it was asked to determine about the calculate the wetting angle, means we need to determine the theta value. So therefore, apart from all these things, the other values should be known for us. Now let us check further. So when we are going to write down the value of theta, it is cos theta is equal to, that is rho dh over 4 sigma. So here rho is already we know that it is a mass density. So therefore, which is an since it is an water, directly it has been given. Therefore, we are going to use the universal constants. And d, the diameter of the tube has been given, that is 3 millimeter has been given, but it is suggested to convert into meters, that is 3 over 1000, that is 0.003. Next, like it has been given, the rise of the liquid, that is 6 mm it has been given. Rise means what? With respect to fixed surface, the liquid has been raised out to an extent of 6 mm due to the immersion of a thin cylindrical rod into the liquid. So that is also again given in the mm, and therefore it has to be converted again into the standard units, that is in meters. And with this, all these things, sigma again. Sigma is the already it has been given like 0.4 Newton per meter cube, that is the surface tension. And as we know all other values, then simply we are going to calculate by substituting all the known values, from where we are going to get theta is equal to 83.7 degrees. Next one. Here, this concept is going to be related with respect to the bulk modulus or elasticity. Okay, let us see about it. Here, the pressure of 2 megapascals is applied to a mass of water that has been initially filled with 1000 centimeter cube volume. Now, what we need to do, find the volume of after the pressure is applied. As we know that since on the application of the volume on the any object, there will be a change in its volume. There will be a change in its volume. So we need to determine the change in volume with respect to the previous volume under the application of the pressure. So for that, what we are going to do, that we are going to remember the basic concept of bulk modulus, which is defined as delta V by delta V. What is meant by delta V by delta V? It is a volumetric strain, that is change in volume to the original volume. So here now what then here we are going to take again the negative symbol. What is that indicates of the negative symbol? Since due to the application of the pressure, there will be some compression of the liquid, and therefore we are going to take it as the negative values. So as we are going to calculate the change in the volume after the pressure is being applied, so therefore we are going to say that delta V, that is a change in volume. So from that equation we can calculate delta V is equal to again minus of delta P by K into V. What is meant by delta P here? That is the original pressure. It has been given, means that is 2 megapascals. That indicates that it is 10 to the power of 6. So 2 into 10 to the power of 6 pascals over, that is K. Here we are going to calculate the value of K and V also. That is 2.20 to the power of 9 pascals. So finally we are going to get, that is minus 0.909 centimeter cube. But what we require is that final volume. That is final volume is original volume plus change in volume. So here actually the original volume is given as 1000 centimeter cube, and the change in volume is calculated from the above equation as minus 0.909 centimeter cube. Upon that substitution, we are going to get 999.01 centimeter cube is the final volume upon the application of the pressure. Next, again here we are going to discuss about the capillarity. So what we are going to calculate here, capillary rise. So again we need to remember the previous formula, that is determine capillary rise between the vertical glass plates 1 mm apart, given the surface tension is equal to 7.3 to the power of minus 2 Newton per meter square. And here we need to remember that I is into the page, means it is acting vertically. So here we need to calculate, or we need to use the formula, that is H, that is the capillary rise or fall, is equal to 2 into sigma by T into gamma. So what is meant by sigma here? That is already we is given as the surface tension. That is 2 into 7.3 into 10 to the power of minus 2. That is we are going to directly substitute it here. And T is the thickness between the two plates, that is 1 mm apart it has been given. And this gamma, that is 9810. So finally what we are going to get is that H is equal to 14.9 mm. and here are the some of examples which it has been given for your calculation part. So with this we had seen a few examples which are solved, and as well as some more problems has been given which are unsolved here for your easy understanding purpose. Thank you once again for your listening to the class. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.